Oh my gosh. Hi. I'm so far from my camera. Hello. Hi. Welcome to another cute little chat. Why does it feel like I've been like gone for so long? It's only been a week. I know you have missed me. I know. Don't cry. I'm back. If I'm ever gone for a long time and you want to hear me yap for 30 plus minutes, I do have a playlist. There you go. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm doing what is it, 75 hard? Or surprisingly, it's not hard. I think the hardest thing that I have to like do or remember is the reading part. For whatever reason, I can't remember to read, and it's not because like reading is hard, it's just like I forget. But everything else, eating, sometimes kind of challenging. I feel like, well, on day 2 or like 3, I actually tasted fries and ranch. Like I was like fiending. Guys, I'm trying to be like, anyway. So before we even start, I want to ask a favor of you. This conversation calls for nuance. Yes, my friends, let's bring her in. Let's bring nuance in and let's expand her. Today we're going to be talking about cancel culture. Is it even real? Is she real? Who knows? I don't know how I feel about cancel culture. My thought is always, can you actually hold people accountable? People that you don't know. Of course, in person, you should be holding people around you accountable for their mistakes, but because cancel culture is mainly online, I bring you the question of, can you hold people that you don't know accountable? Let's talk. I think this topic, I love this topic. Anything pertaining to social media, I am teeth because social media, while she bothers me to no end, there is so much social commentary about it, and I think it really does. It shows you where we're at as a society, and as of right now, she's looking pretty scary, but it's okay. What is cancel culture? Cancel culture is the public shaming and mass withdrawal of support from individuals, companies, and institutions due to actions or opinions deemed offensive or socially unacceptable. The phenomenon relies heavily on social media platforms to swiftly orchestrate boycotts, ostracization, and professional consequences. Basically, it's when everyone point our fingers and we say shame, shame. And then they either apologize or they ignore it. Sometimes, depending on the person, they will lose sponsorships, they will lose brand deals, they will lose friends, their fans, and then most of the time, everyone moves on. Now, I guess they want to make sure that the person always knows that you are canceled and that we all hate you. So you'll have some people who will stay there. So let's talk about the history of cancel culture, because guys, there's actually like history to it. It didn't just like spawn up. So where did cancel culture even come from? Ironically enough, cancel culture as a phenomenon popped up on Black Twitter. No idea. I don't have a Twitter. Never had a Twitter, so I have no idea what that's about. But even before it became popular on Black Twitter, the term canceled, it actually, oh my gosh, there's a hair on me. The term canceled, it actually was from like the 1980s. So let's do like a little timeline, shall we? So starting around 1981, cancel became as an interpersonal slang and was popularized in the 1991 film New Jack City. Then it was referenced in rap music later on. 2014, the social media coinage. The phrase took off as an internet joke after a 2014 episode of the reality TV show Love and Hip Hop New York aired when a character told his girlfriend, "You're canceled." That's funny. 2015 to 2016, that's when community accountability started. The term transitioned into a way for mostly Black users on Twitter to show disapproval for celebrity or public figures' actions. Like 2017 to 2018, mainstream emergence. The phrase went viral and became synonymous with the hashtag #MeToo movement as social media users sought to disrupt and hold powerful figures accountable. 2018 to present, political discourse. Gosh, yes. The phrase fully entered the mainstream media in 2018, evolving into a highly polarized political term for social boycotts and public shaming. Shame. Yes, that's really true. It's always like interesting how like terms or trends, they'll start somewhere wherever they'll start, and then at one point they're actually used for like good, and they actually like hold a meaning, and then as it continues to just be around, the meaning and the impact of the word just goes away, because now people will cancel you for not having the same opinion that they have. And I remember I would hear people, do you guys remember like back in the day, you'll hear someone be like, we can't have opinions anymore. Like, I would always laugh or like be like, oh, relax, it's because you want to have like a gross opinion, and because no one's allowing you to have these gross thoughts, you're upset. But I honestly think those people were onto something, because cancel culture, it has evolved into this, if you don't share the opinion that I think or like what the masses think, then yeah, you are canceled, and like we don't want to hear from you anymore. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if the opinion is not harmful or hateful or whatever, it's just a different opinion. People are like, you're canceled, like what? Is cancel culture even a good thing? No. Honestly, I think it depends on like the personal like viewpoint of like cancel culture. I said, for example, cuties who are normally for cancel culture, they argue that it's an important tool for social injustice, and it helps people be held accountable. It enforces standards for society so that there will be social consequences for harmful, discriminatory, or abusive behavior that can go unchecked by law. It gives a collective voice and agency to marginalized groups who may lack traditional institutional power to hold public figures accountable. And that sounds really good, and I honestly do believe that in the beginning that's what like the whole cancel culture thing was trying to do. But now I genuinely do not believe that the people who are for cancel culture, I don't believe that they hold that sentiment now. I think now most people just want to dogpile on someone, and especially it's because of how they go about trying to quote-unquote cancel or hold someone accountable. Anyway, these are for the cuties who are against cancel culture. So they argue that it's a toxic and undemocratic practice. Many believe it now creates an environment of conformity, stifling free speech and open debates and intellectual diversity. Mass online pile-ons can amount to digital vigilantism, often lacking nuance, context, or the opportunity for redemption. People can say what they want, but cancel culture, it really has like created this environment of, if you are not with us on all of these viewpoints, and you are against us, and you're a bad person. And it kills nuance, it kills it. And I remember the shift on TikTok, I saw it happen, where people could not express a different opinion on anything. And it's even worse now, which is like crazy. They weren't trying to see the other person's perspective, they just wanted to be right. And I think that's also the annoying part about cancel culture, is you don't give people like the space to learn. You're just yelling at them, which is so gross, because that in itself kills individualism. I always hear people talk about individualism, and I hear both sides. People will talk about individualism like it's so bad, no one cares about each other, and you know, empathy is gone, which is true. But I also believe it's because you're not allowing people to be themselves. And obviously, again, nuance. I'm not saying like, let people be racist, let people be hateful. Like, sure, if someone has gotten canceled, or they're in the process of being canceled, and people want to try to hold them accountable, you have to give people the space to be held accountable for something. Does that make sense? Like, you can't just scream without giving them the space to actually do that, which is why I question people's... Does cancel culture stop people from expressing themselves out of fear? Yes it does. The internet's always been a scary place, but I think now the internet she's intense. People dox people all the time. I just saw a video on TikTok, I think she's like a makeup artist. Someone released information about her, public information, like where she lives, where her daughter goes to school, and now someone was stalking her.
I'm being cyber stalked, harassed, and someone threatened to kidnap me, to human traffic me. This is Ruthelia speaking. This is me, the lady in the video doing her makeup. This is not a Reddit story time. This is not make-believe. This is real. My personal information has been leaked about me, my child, my address has been doxxed, intimate images of me have been shared. And as we know, certain situations, the police aren't very fast. They're helping, but they're not very fast. I'm not asking nobody for no GoFundMe. I'm not asking anybody for no money. I'm asking you for reputable sources so I can get this handled. I am in danger. This is not content. I am in danger. Are y'all listening to me? I've alerted the police. My neighbors are aware of what's going on. My closest friends and family members know what's going on. And now y'all partially know what's going on.
And it's so intense. Everyone is just too intense right now. I think because of the backfire. Is that it? Yeah, because of the backfire you can get, is it backfire? That sounds so funny. Because of the backfire that you can get from not agreeing with the masses, of course, people, they don't want to have a strong opinion on anything. I remember, I think Zendaya was doing press for the Robert Pattinson movie, the drama? One of those like press tours, people were asking her questions. Obviously they were interviewing her, and all of her answers were like in the middle. She never concretely gave her definite opinion on something, and people were like, I wish she would just say like what she actually means, instead of like doing the whole I like this but this is also not that bad, and this is like, she was, you know, trying to play both sides, and people were annoyed by that. And I'm like, why are you guys acting like social media won't tear her to shreds if she doesn't do that? Social media is so funny. They'll constantly be like,
I just don't get why no one wants to be different. Why does everyone want to look the same?
Because you guys crucify people who try to be different to any capacity. And again, nuance, not talking about harmful behavior, but just people expressing themselves in any type of way, they get crucified for it. So of course people don't want to have strong opinions about something or try to be different or look different because they're scared. Hello? So the people that used to say like, we can't have opinions anymore, unfortunately they were right. I mean, you can't have an opinion, you just have to be strong enough to stand firm in your opinion. And you hold someone you don't know accountable. I love the trend of holding strangers you probably will never meet in real life more accountable than people in your real life. Yes, because that is all people on social media do. Everyone wants to hold everyone accountable, everyone wants to hold everyone's feet to the fire, yet people in your real life are a hot mess, and you're like, I hear nothing. And I'm like, how are you gonna hold this random influencer number 45 more accountable than like your boyfriend or like your brother or your best friend? What? Like, hello? Your best friend is like cheating on like their partner, and you're like, girl boss, but then like a guy cheats on his girlfriend, an influencer, and you're like, he needs to burn. No, both of them should burn. I'm just kidding. I said I am someone who believes you genuinely cannot hold someone not in your personal life accountable. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it can be highly unlikely. Hold on, where's the definition of accountable? Let me tell you that first. Being accountable means being completely responsible for your actions and willing to explain or justify them to others. It goes beyond just doing a task. It means owning the outcome and accepting the consequences of your successes or failures. It's a heavy thing to take on. Being accountable or taking accountability isn't just you saying, oh, I'm sorry, and then like continuing on with life. It is about changing your viewpoint, the way you speak, the positions that you hold. Yeah, like just like I said with cancel culture, I think the word accountability and accountable, the impact of the word, the definition, the true definition of the word has been watered down, because now people think that saying sorry means you've taken accountability. Well, it's like people apologizing but yet still doing the very act that got them canceled in the first place. Like, hello? Which is why I think trying to hold people accountable that you don't know is tricky. So I said, of course, not every situation requires a certain response, but in most cases there is never any grace or nuance. Yes. Every cancellation is different. Some people do get canceled for very valid reasons, and you're like, hey, maybe jail time is for this person. Like, hello, not even like a cancellation. Maybe like the cops need to be called. Obviously there is no teaching in that moment. It's challenging because of like the times that we're in. It would be different if it was like the early 2000s where, you know, the internet was still being built and people were still ignorant on a lot of things, but now there's just so many resources. So it's like when people do things that are questionable or bad, it is like, why do that? Why'd you say that? It's like, it's just, I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know. There is no right or wrong, or like no black or white answer. I'll tell you what I do whenever I'm online, and if there's someone that I like, and if something negative, not like jail time negative, but I don't know, if they do something and they're getting canceled, I will look at the situation and I will deem like, how do I feel about this? Not how does everyone else feel? How do I personally feel about it? Do I feel disrespected, like heavy? Do I feel like, ouch? Which I honestly, I never feel that way about people that I don't know, because it's like, I don't know you, so you're liable to do anything. Who do I really love? Bruno Mars. Okay, yeah, I'll use Bruno Mars. I love Bruno Mars, like in real life. I love Bruno Mars. I've loved him since freaking Somewhere in Brooklyn era. Like, and let's just say his alleged drug usage came out now, and for some people that will cause for cancellation. They'll be like, what the hell, like you're supposed to be like our lock out of heaven guy, so they'll cancel him. I'll look at that situation and I'll ask myself, how do I feel about this? Like, what's my vibe? Honestly speaking, I will be like, you know what, I still love him. I do, and I'm still gonna listen to his music, and I'm still gonna rock with him, because that's me. That's me. Everyone's tolerance, it is different. Now, again, nuance. There are some things where I'm like, okay, they did a bad thing, so maybe we shouldn't be celebrating or like, you know, clapping, but everyone is different. Everyone is a massive fan of someone, and it's just like, what do we do? What do we do? Oh wait, I forgot my example. There was ever a person, who do I like not care about? Oh, what's his name? K-pop idol, Mark. He's from, I think he's in some hot water right now because he wore a Confederate flag. Mind you, I think Mark is Canadian. Yes, many people were like, oh my gosh, cancel, shame, which, like, pop off. Me, let's just say if I was a fan of him, I'm not, but let's just say if I was, and if I saw that, I'll be like, oh my gosh, ew, gross, okay, I'm not following you anymore, and then keep it pushing. I just don't follow them anymore. I don't listen to their music anymore. I don't know, but there really hasn't been anyone that I like despise like that. On the other hand though, I can see why giving people grace or entering nuance in the conversation is annoying, because we are in a time where knowledge is literally at your fingertips. You have kids in school using ChatGPT to write papers. You have authors using ChatGPT to write their books. Like, you can look up anything. You have glasses that you can tell to record and to stop and to translate. Like, there is not a lack of knowledge anywhere. So when people do certain things that are deemed socially unacceptable, you're like, how do you not know to not do that? How do you not know to not say that? And I think for me, that would the question that I would ask is, or the statement I would say is, you just don't care. You didn't care to like research or to think or to read the room. Like, you don't care. There's a lot of, obviously I like Korean music, and there has been a plethora of times where a certain artist will do things that will have, especially like black listeners, be like, so they move accordingly. Like, I don't know. So I understand both sides. I understand the, you know, it is good to give people chances, to give people grace, to always remember nuance. But then on the other side, it's like you willingly are being ignorant though, especially when it evolves another culture. I'm into Korean culture. Because I'm into Korean culture, not just by K-pop or like K-dramas, I am learning what is socially acceptable and unacceptable to say and do regarding Korean culture. That's because I'm a good person. For a lot of people, when they enter different cultures, they don't do that. They're just like, I just like this culture because it's a vibe. And then they kind of just like run amok. And it's like, hey. Maybe you should learn, you know, what you shouldn't and shouldn't say regarding this culture, or like what could possibly be offensive or not offensive, you know? That's why I think it's a case-by-case situation, honestly. Yes, most people's like first reaction when someone is being canceled is to lash out, is to call them names, because you're frustrated, you're angry, you want them to feel your anger and your frustration. The only thing with that is most influencers and content creators don't care. They do not care that you are commenting like, ill, or like, I hate you, you're attacking, I hate you. Like, they don't care, because your lashing out is still making them money at the end of the day. I do think there is when you do feel disrespected, I believe there is a good way of, you know, showcasing it. It reminds me of, oh my gosh, Korea has been struggling like recently. I don't know what's been going on with people and Korea, and I'm like, what am I missing? Like, people have been lashing out at the country of Korea, but also like Korean people. They are like, I don't know what's happening, but it's getting spooky. There's a video that I saw on TikTok when I was doing research. It was a girl. She was at, I don't know.
Guys, I had a horrible experience at Paris Fashion Week yesterday. I went to see the Ami Paris show, and usually I don't default to saying that weird or uncomfortable situations happen, you know, because of, but so I won't be like, yeah, it was racism, but what happened was so strange that like your girl is still shaken. So I went to stand barricade at the show, which basically means that there's like a fan zone for different industry events, including Fashion Week. And I was there standing in the front row to see different actors or musicians that I like. I work in the industry, I'm an actress and a writer, and sometimes I get invited or paid to be at fan events. I went there specifically for one actor yesterday. He's one of my favorite actors. I love him so much. Not only is he like incredibly handsome, but I love him because he goes against type. I see my favorite actor come out. Now bear in mind, I'm the only one in my barricade section that has a poster and a hand sign of him. This was the poster. I just said acting 100 out of 10, visuals 1000 out of 10. And I just had this mini poster that just says his name, and it says I love you in his language, and it says I love you in English. Now this is where it gets weird. I see him coming towards us. Bear in mind, there's a barricade section here, there's another one here, and there's another one that side. So the man had options, okay? He looks at the poster, then he looks away, but he's walking towards us. He stands in front of me, like right in front of me, and he doesn't make eye contact with me. The fact that this man walked towards right where I was, right in front of me, to deliberately sign everybody else's posters except mine, avoid eye contact, and then walk away. I was like, what? Why? After this, it was such a weird experience that I tried to like research social like ostracism or social ignoring, or like whatever, like what would be the purpose of you going out of your way to show me that you're ignoring me? Because if he just walked past or he just went to different parts, I wouldn't think anything of it. I'd just be like, okay, cool. Or if he just signed a few here and then he left, I'm like, okay, the man is busy or whatever. He signed everywhere around me except for any...
Her entire video, she was airing out her frustrations and her hurt, but she wasn't doing it in a way where she was like, ugh, shame, I hate him, he's da-da-da. Like, I really, sounds weird, I liked the way that she shared hurtful story, because she wasn't doing it to try to cancel him. She was just wanting to talk about something that actually hurt her. Do I know if he saw it or if his agent, if his company responded? Probably not. I don't think she was trying to do anything with that video, but it was interesting to see people's response towards her video. You had one hand people like, yeah, Korean actors and singers, they're racist, like Korea's racist. Like, you had his fans like, no, like he's not racist, he's so cool, like look at, he did a heart with a black fan. And I was like, oh my gosh. Weird, but okay. That conversation, it showed me that if you have an opinion, a negative opinion about someone, people automatically deem it as you're trying to cancel him. Don't cancel him, he likes black people. I'm sorry. Because like, yeah, he's seen black people before, he has interacted with black fans, like, okay, yeah. But in this situation, he did ignore that girl, like blatantly. He was like, yeet. And it's like, well, what's that about? Like that situation was a perfect moment for conversations to be had, for nuance to be brought in, but also for truth to also just be like the main focal point, which the truth was he did ignore her. And we can speculate as to why, but we don't know for sure because we don't know him. So yeah, let us talk about the key aspects of accountability. So we have answerability, that is being obligated to report to an authority or to those affected by your decisions. Transparency, operating openly so that your actions, decisions, and results can be clearly seen and elevated. Consequences, accepting the results of your actions, whether they are positive rewards or the need to correct mistakes. Yes. Oh no, you know what? The perfect, oh my gosh, can I find her video? There's a girl that I saw, right? She's Korean, and she had individuals in her hair, right? And I remember when she had them, because I think people in Korea, I don't know like now, but they used to call like braids dreads or like Marley hair. But she had individuals, and people of course were like, girl, that you can't do that hairstyle, da 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 da. I saw the video of her taking them down, but when she was doing her video, she was like, I'm not taking my hair down because like people told me to. I'm taking it down because my hair is old and I want to change my style. But as she was taking them down, she was speaking to the black community, and she actually shared the history of cornrows, of just braids in Black American and African American culture. And that was so cool. I loved that video. Some people may not agree. They think like, no, she can't wear braids at all, like, da da da, which is fine. But I really liked how she handled the situation, because she stood firm on, listen, I thought the hairstyle was cute, I want to try it, but I also do acknowledge the cultural impact that this hairstyle has to this community. And instead of me just dismissing y'all like, it doesn't matter, I'm going to genuinely educate myself and be transparent of, I didn't really know about the history, but now I do. I hope I could find that video because it was such a good video. There wasn't any consequences to her wearing braids. I think maybe like she got like some hate comments from like some people, but for the most part, a lot of people were really appreciative that she acknowledged that they're not called Marley hair and she acknowledged that, you know, this hairstyle does mean something. It's not just a hairstyle, it is a part of someone's culture, and because you want to dabble in it, you should also be aware of the history. And she was, and it was a really good video. And I think she's the perfect example of people trying to cancel you and you actually taking, or I don't want to say cancel, people trying to hold you accountable and you actually do the work to be held accountable. Does that make sense? She answered to the comments that she was getting. She was transparent about her ignorance of, I didn't know like about the history of braids, but now I do. And she also shared the history of braids with other Koreans because she was like a Korean, so the video was all in Korean, but she had English subtitles. She also was speaking to the Koreans who love Black culture but sometimes, a lot of the times, choose not to learn the history of Black culture. They just want to, you know, wear it because like it looks cool. And I get it. I get it. Our culture is cool. That culture is cool too. Like, everyone has beautiful culture, and I just think if you're going to dabble in someone's culture, you really should learn. You should learn about it, not just like what looks cool, you know? Her video is a perfect example of someone being held accountable, and I think she did a really good job. Oh, I wish I can find it. If I can't find that video, I'm gonna be so mad. It was a YouTube video, but it happened like years ago. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad. The impactful thing about admitting when you're wrong isn't just about saying sorry. It's also the actions in the way of navigating life after the fact. Anyone can say sorry, but many people don't and can't change their heart. Yes, I think we have gotten really used to someone doing something wrong, them saying sorry, or like the apology videos. Oh, if you guys are from like YouTube era, like 2017, 2018, even like before that, the apology videos, something vicious. And it's so funny because even after their apology video, their actions never changed. I always think that way when it comes to influencers, even like celebrities too. When they do something bad, depending on like what the situation is, and then they'll make like their little apology video. If your audience and random people didn't like harass you, would you have apologized? We don't know. In regards to like influencers, there are a list of people that I think about when the word canceled comes to my mind. James Charles, Trisha Paytas, Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Fanita, etc. This is my question that I want to give to you guys. Are these people actually canceled? Do you think that these people have been successfully canceled? In my opinion, I would say no. All of these people still have a somewhat successful career. So my question is, well, now what? Like, we canceled them, so like now what? I said I just simply don't believe the people who are fighting the good fight are using their waking breath trying to cancel someone. Like it or not, those you desire to cancel or not see will always have supporters, because that's unfortunately how life is. Look at our president. I mean, y'all's president. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I almost claimed him. The people that I just named that the internet chose to cancel or tried to cancel, unfortunately, fortunately for some, these people, they still have a platform. They still have supporters. They still have fans who are like writing for them, and they're not even bots, like they're actual people. The people that genuinely want change to happen. Content creators, celebrities with some good morals and good values. I just don't see them trailing or running after content creators, like the ones I just named, trying to make sure that they're still canceled. I don't see that. I think I am one of the people who wants to fight the good fight and just have like some really good, inspiring content creators and celebrities. I'm not chasing after problematic creators trying to ensure that they don't have a platform. If anything, I'm trying to be and also showcase people that I think deserve a better platform. Yelling at people who are bad, that's still giving them, you're still giving them a stage to stand on. The true way I always thought to cancel someone would be to take away your attention from them. What's that saying? All press is good press. Most creators, they do feel that way. They're like, if my name is being talked about, I'm still doing a good job. Even if some of the worst like allegations or conversations are being had about them, they're still like, but people are still talking about me. So basically, I'm still an icon, and it's like, ooh. Oh, okay. So for me personally, for people that I deem as like, ew, a platform, I turn my attention to those that I actually want to see uplifted and be an inspiration. Does that make sense? There will evil people, bad people, whatever you deem good or bad, people like that will always have a platform. They will always have fans. You have people fans of some of the most vile people in our history and just in current life. They still have fans, and it's like, you can't change their mind, so why try? Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, I'm asking you as a question. Tell me in the comments. When someone is being canceled, what is supposed to happen? What do you guys think is supposed to happen to them? Do you think like their page should be gone? Do you think that they should lose all their friends? Like, what's the vibe? But that's why I'm not a massive fan of anyone or the content creator or any celebrities, because people will disappoint you. They will. And it doesn't always have to be something so like vile or like racist. It could just be they had a weird opinion on something and you're like, damn it, I was rooting for you. Yeah, so that's why I question when people try to counsel someone online. I'm like, what are you hoping for? What are you trying to teach them in this moment? That's a good question. What are you trying, the people that you want to counsel, what are you trying to teach them? Why can't you simply not support them? Yes, obviously depending on the situation, because some people deserve jail and they deserve to be banned and they deserve, like, you know, to be shamed. But there are some people whose the reason for their cancellation is not that intense. So that's why I pose the question of why not just simply just don't support them. Just don't give them energy. Giving energy, I will never understand people that give energy to people and things that you don't like. I don't understand it. It's like, what good does that do for you, Pookies? Like, what? Ugh. Hello, I'm back. My camera died. Well, no one, my little cuties, but I have some suggestions on what to do instead of canceling, but you may not like it. Approaching someone privately to gently address a mistake while preserving their dignity. Again, like I said earlier, I think when people are going towards like the canceling route, it's not really so much to preserve someone's dignity or even educate them. It's primarily just to call them out. I think there is a way to go about it when people do make mistakes that is more impactful. My thought would be, if someone is making a mistake or if someone is doing something that is gross, not, again, we're talking about certain topics, okay? Not if someone's like a predator. Like, obviously, like, I'm not gonna be like, okay, so how do we not be a predator? Like, no, you know, depending on the situation, I think that a conversation could be had. I think that you are able to address the core issue without so much like putting them like out on, like, you know, putting them out there. Other ways is offering constructive dialogue, addressing root causes for any other situation. When you're speaking to this person, instead of like coming from a I'm about to shame you position, you can try to find, well, why are they like this? Why do they have these thoughts? Why are they saying these things? Granting grace so people can learn, take accountability, and also make amends. This is the part that I think will be very challenging for lots of people. And honestly, understandably, like I do understand that. But people are dumb. Like, it's just, people are so dumb. It's not even you granting them grace. That is a personal decision. But I also want to remind people that we are all ignorant. We are all, I know you're like, but I don't say hateful speech. Trust me, I know. Whenever I see people try to like stick up for their favorite influencer who has said like a racist thing, and people will be like, we've all been there. We've all said harmful things when we were kids, and we've all had like a racist experience. No, that's not normal. Like, that's not normal. Being hateful or saying racist things or homophobic things, that's not normal behavior. Of course, people can learn and do better and be better, but to try to excuse all bad behavior as like we all do it is like insane. I think, again, it is personal preference. There may be an influencer or a celebrity that does something that you don't agree with, and maybe in your eyes they have grown and they have did better, and you still want to follow them, and that is your prerogative, and I think that is fair. I wouldn't, if I do, I try not to, but I don't judge people about who they follow, because I don't care. Like, I really don't. If I choose to not be around you because of who you follow, then that's just my decision, but I'm not gonna broadcast it. I'm gonna just like politely not be around you. No. Oh my gosh, you guys, stop. I remember, this is during like the election era, and I was talking to this guy, right? and he was Italiano. He was so cool. Like, we were just like vibing. I was on TikTok and someone was like, I checked to see if anyone that I know follows Trump, like who's like a Trumpy. And she was like, and obviously like no, right? And she looked and quite a few people were following Trump, and she was like, oh my gosh. So me, I was like, well, let me check, because I never checked, because I'm like, who do I know? I'm so like liberal. I'm just kidding. But I'm like, there's no way. And it was the guy I was talking to. He straight up was like following Trump and like all of them. And I was like, oh. And you know what I did? I unfollowed him and I blocked him and I deleted his number. Because I can't have that negativity around me. Do you see, like, I do that and I keep it pushing. Different type of person would have confronted him, questioned why does he follow Trump, would you, Me, no thank you. I just simply, you just won't see me again, which is like fine. I think granting grace, that's a personal preference, and I think you yourself have to figure out who you want to give grace to and who you don't want to give grace to. Call in instead of call out. Yes, the same thing. Instead of publicly shaming people and putting all their business out for the masses to yell at them for, how about just like privately pulling them aside via like a direct message, or if you know them personally, call them up and just have like a conversation. If you don't want them to change, or you don't care if they change or not, and you just want them to feel the shame, then okay, publicly be free. Establish actionable ways that they can educate themselves. Yes, again, depending on the situation, especially if it's in regards to like racism or being culturally insensitive, there are a million ways that you can educate yourself. It honestly just depends on if you care about that situation or not. Being canceled right now, it's like a life or death type beat. Like, your whole career can be over in the blink of an eye if you aren't like careful, and that's so scary. That's why we get so many like half-assed like apology videos. Assume good intentions. Yes, depending on the situation. Obviously, someone saying a slur, there are no good intentions. It's tricky. We all react to things differently. Some people have more patience than others. Some people can just tolerate more than others. I think I'm in the middle. I have moments where I can tolerate, and then I have moments where I'm like, you need to not be dumb near me, like, please. So I said, sometimes it's not even about getting people to come to your side. Most people don't actually want to see change or to see a perspective that's different from their own. People do not want to imagine a reality that is different from their own, which is so weird because everyone's life is so different. We are all called to be, to think, to see, to live life differently, and it's weird that everyone wants to like be the same and everyone wants to have the same perspective, and it's like, no, we shouldn't. I think just having a conversation, having a respectful conversation about topics will help all of us a long way, because you have to exist in a world where not everyone agrees with you. I will always stand on not engaging with people, accounts, or just anything that I don't support, especially if nothing is being done to eliminate the issue. Instead, I focus, create things to counteract the horror I see. That's how you evoke change in the world. Create content that educates society instead of dumbs it down. On a lasting note, the accountability you seek in those online should be the same standard you hold towards yourself and those in your personal life. I mean, if we did that, the world, or at least social media space, would improve a lot more, right? That was it. I was just yapping away. I hope you enjoyed. Cancel culture. She's crazy. She's a doozy. What are your thoughts on cancel culture? Do you think she's real? Who do you want to cancel? Just kidding. I said drop some names down below. This was a small part of what cancel culture can do, has done, the impact that it has had on our social media and on the times that we are in now. And I would love to hear your thoughts about it. And yeah. Thank you. I'm so sleepy. You guys, I ate a tostada. I'm beat. Oh.